when I was doing my Philip Seymour Hoffman, like I was trying to watch all of his films. He was in the '90s Getaway.
Oh, okay.
Based on the same book with Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
And I think Kim Basinger, Messenger.
However you say it, yeah.
Yeah. And then not Mads Mikkelsen. What the fuck?
Whoever you're talking about. Michael Madsen.
Yeah. Oh my God. How did you know? That's crazy. Wow.
I was like, I knew you were thinking of somebody where it sounds like Mads Mikkelsen.
That's so funny.
Michael
Yeah.
Madsen.
Michael Madsen. Yeah. Plays like a creep in it.
Classic.
It's awful. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Apparently he's like a really sweet guy.
That's the impression I always get.
He like, I guess was really disturbed by Reservoir Dogs.
Oh really?
Like he can't watch the ear scene.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're the one who did it.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like what?
Grow up.
Yeah, dude. God.
No, he's gonna kick my ass.
Is there anything
really funny.
that you would not want to do in a movie?
Touch feet. I think about that all the time.
Oh, geez.
I
wow.
would never like.
Could you say that again? You mumbled that.
Touch feet. What is touch feet? Yeah,
That is the thing Casey does not want to do.
I could I think about that all the time. Like I see so many movies where like people are touching each other's feet, and I'm like, I can't.
I can't think of the last movie I watched where people were touching their feet. What movie?
Well, there's a scene in, and I get it, John Waters is supposed to be gross, but there's a scene in, I think it's, oh my God, what is that movie? I think it is Female Trouble, where Mink Stole and this guy, I can't remember who it is, are like sucking each other's feet, like half of the foot in their mouth. I can't do that. That's gross to me. Love Lies Bleeding, they suck toes. But then there's like plenty of movies where like...
They suck toes?
Not for a long time.
But in the sex scene, they suck toes?
It's not even a sex scene.
When are they sucking toes?
I think it's supposed to be sexy, but it's not a sex scene.
Wow.
It happens a lot because every time I see it, I go, I would never do that.
Yeah.
You'd have to fire me. I'm not going to do that.
You could have a body double, a mouth double.
Yeah. Sorry, my face can't be in the frame, you guys. I refuse.
Wait, so if the love of your life was like, I need you to suck my feet to get off,
I feel like no.
it would be a deal breaker?
You must not be the love of my life. It wouldn't even be a deal breaker. I'd just be like, no, I'm not doing that.
I think about this a lot, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just like what... Yeah, where's the line for a loved one? You know?
Oh, sure.
For someone that you ostensibly want to make feel sexy.
Oh, sure.
Like, when is it like, nope,
Yeah.
not doing that?
They'd have to accept that it's not... Feet don't make anyone unsexy. I just don't like them. So, yeah, my aversion to feet would have to not be insulting to them.
Would you rather do feet stuff or poop stuff?
Where's the poop? Like on me?
Shit, I don't know.
Like I'd touch a person's foot before like someone like pooped on me.
Okay.
But if someone was like, "Oh, I want you to watch me poop," I'd do that before touching someone's foot.
That just got way more specific than I was going for.
I just feel like if it's over there, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not even like happening.
You don't want... Yeah, you can disassociate. I'm glad you feel good, but I'm not here. Wow. Well, good to know.
Mm-hmm. Just in case it ever comes up. Ladies.
Yeah, I was watching Jackie Brown. His foot fetish is just like full force in that movie.
I don't understand it.
It's weird. Like, if it was any other filmmaker, I would be like, okay, whatever, cool. But the fact that it's like every movie, I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, every single movie.
I don't know. I mean, whatever you're into, I guess.
To a degree.
To a degree. But yeah, there's something about the feet. Like fucking Margaret Qualley's feet in the windshield. That one just crosses a line because
Dirty
it's like...
feet.
He's old now. And Brad Pitt is old in that movie, and that's like the point.
Yeah.
And Margaret Qualley is young
Yeah.
in that.
And she's supposed to
movie.
be even younger.
And she's supposed to be even younger.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait,
Yeah.
why? Yeah.
And they're like, this young girl's toes.
I mean,
It's worse that way, I think, somehow. Like, if an old man was like, oh, man, these young girls, they're hot. Like, okay, man, whatever.
Sure.
But like,
said it's toes.
her dirty little piggies.
Casey.
That's what they're doing.
Trigger warning. Christ.
Pressed up
Piggies.
against the glass.
Christ.
It's
Dude,
gross.
yeah.
It's gross.
It is like so in your face. Like,
And why is she walking around barefoot?
oh, it's the
Why?
60s, man. I don't know.
I don't think everybody walks around barefoot. You could put on some sandals or something. There's glass and needles in the street.
Yeah, it is LA and this. Yeah, that's true.
It's dirtier than LA now.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Are you okay?
I just noticed you have 2 copies of the same book.
Oh yeah, I found it in the dumpster outside, and I rescued it. If you would like a copy,
No, I'm okay.
for
Thank you.
listeners at home, Casey saw that I have 2 copies of "Freeing the Natural Voice" by Kristen Linklater, Dr. Kristen Linklater.
Doctor. Imagery and art in the practice of voice and language.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Actually, I highly recommend it.
Wow. Ooh, the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Yeah. If you're an actor and you are finding yourself struggling in a scene study class or audition class, work on your voice. Take a voice class. It's been very illuminating. And I would also recommend like any sort of like movement or dance. Yeah.
Just loosen up.
Just, yeah. Get to know your body. Get to know your instrument.
Get to know your
It's a
instrument.
cliche, but there's a reason it's a cliche.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it happens all the time, right? Right?
Yes. Yeah. 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 I think that's how cliche. Yeah.
I guess so.
To put a bow on this Tarantino.
Oh,
like-
yeah. Oh, yeah, you were watching Jackie Brown.
Oh, I was talking to Tarantino. But the foot thing, to be clear, I love Jackie Brown.
Great movie.
I think that movie is so good. It just the way it unfolds. Robert Forster and Pam Grier.
Wonderful.
Incredible chemistry.
Love story for the ages.
It is a love story for the ages.
Beautiful.
And, but yeah, and like the foot thing in that one, I can take a pass. Tarantino's like in his early 30s. He's a rock star. Bridget Fonda's like 25. I think.
Did you Google their
I did
ages
not,
to
but I
make this
hope. I just like hope that she's that age. I think she's like she looks like she's like firmly in her 20s. You know,
Sure.
it just I don't know. But
Yeah.
the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood one, it's a little too much.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, this also feels so like reductive. Like there's so much more to his filmography also. But also
It's just jarring.
it's
Every
just
single
jarring.
time.
Yeah, it's just
Every
every
single
time.
time.
I'm like, oh my god. Although I do think the Inglourious Bastards one is fun. In like a horrifying way. It's when Christoph Waltz is like taking off her high heel and comparing the size at the premiere.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. Because it's like, oh no,
Oh, no.
it's over.
But it's not. It's
But
never over.
Not. Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Inglourious Bastards is like a masterclass in suspense. Like,
Yeah,
just
man.
constantly building the tension.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And I remember the ending, just such a hoot. Like, goddamn. I love that movie.
It's great. It's my favorite of his for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, not to God, it's so cliche. Just 2 dudes talking about Tarantino. So this episode is in the wake of the 2024 Oscars.
In the wake,
Yes.
like Godzilla.
And
Congratulations, Godzilla -1.
yeah, congratulations, Godzilla -1. God, I want to see it so bad. Did you see it? You're not a Godzilla guy.
Yeah, I don't like Godzilla.
You're not a kaiju guy.
No.
Yeah.
Robots, monkeys. I don't like it.
Yeah, the robots don't really do it for me. I love Godzilla though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. So a couple things. So Oppenheimer won Best Picture.
It did.
which means
We have to do our Oppenheimer episode.
God damn it, which nobody wants, but we don't give it. We do care, but
I care too much. I'm gonna come up like I'm writing a PhD thesis.
oh wow, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna be ready.
We do care about our audience, but we also care about ourselves. And this podcast is our podcast,
And we do what we want.
and we do what we want.
what are you gonna tell us? Our volume's too low?
Actually,
Whatever.
please do tell us that stuff. And if
Ari
you-
cares about that shit. I don't.
And if you like absolutely don't want us to do an Oppenheimer episode, I don't know what to tell you, but feel free to let us know.
Well, here's the thing: you could just not listen to it.
You could just skip that one. That is true.
I like that all of our listeners are our friends, and we're just talking to them like we
Yeah,
hate them. It's
yeah.
like just don't listen. You're gonna judge us, you fucking asshole.
Thank you for listening. We really
Thanks for
appreciate
listening, everybody.
it. But yeah, we are gonna do an Oppenheimer episode.
Yeah,
Should we see it again together?
if you want to,
I think we should. I think
I
that
can
would be
watch it a
fun.
million times.
We should go see it in theaters.
Whoa, is it still in theaters?
I think a couple places. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna play at the Academy. It's gonna play at the Academy because it won Best Picture. They're
Oh,
showing
right.
all the winners from the things.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Let's do it.
thank you.
Let me know.
I'll Google it
Or
after
I guess
we're
I
done.
can Google it as
Oh,
well.
I'll Google it. You want me to do everything, so I'll Google it.
But yeah. So we're gonna do an Oppenheimer episode, and then we thought, since we've been on this kick about like what is a good movie, what makes a good movie, what makes a good movie list, why like qualify and quantify movies at all.
Yeah.
You know, we've been having this conversation. We thought it would be fun to do our own little award show.
Bam. But just the Best Picture.
But just the best picture, that's right. And yeah, so I think every year in response to the Oscars,
Bam.
Casey and I will choose our top 5 first time viewings of 2023.
Every single
we're-
year, it's always going to be. For,
Yeah.
We're going to run out of movies.
Of the previous year
Right.
that didn't come out that year. So this year, it would be 5 movies that we watched in 2023 for the first time
Right.
that didn't come out in 2023.
Exactly.
I don't know how to shorten that.
I don't think there is a way to shorten it.
Top 5 first time watches that didn't come out last year.
That feels almost identical in length to what you said.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. We're figuring this out as we go.
But you get it.
You get it.
You get it. You're smart people.
Yeah, you smart people. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And just a little recap. The last time we talked about like movies and movie lists, we kind of settled that 2 of the hallmarks of like a list that we would put together is it's a form of expression. It's not an opportunity to censor yourself or make yourself look cool.
Totally.
It's just a way to show what you're into,
Yeah.
whatever that may be.
Yeah.
And then these lists are also an opportunity to discover something, like like a place for other people to discover something. And yeah, I think that's where we're both coming from with these top 5.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love movies.
Yeah, same. All right, Casey. Yeah, do you want to take it away, kick us off?
Yeah, sure. So we got 5. My number 5, Rocky 2.
Ooh, okay. I've never seen it.
It's great. Have you seen the first Rocky?
I've seen the first Rocky.
So I feel like although it came before Toy Story 2, I feel like it builds on the first one in a really nice way, like expands the universe. My favorite bit in Rocky
Wait, what
2,
does that have to do with Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2 expands the universe of Toy Story, and it's a very good sequel.
But why didn't you say like Empire Strikes Back or The Lost World, Jurassic Park, or Back to the Future 2?
I've never seen those movies. I haven't seen any of those movies. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, you haven't seen any of those movies?
I haven't seen Empire or Lost World or Back to the Future 2. No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, man. Shit.
Thanks. I'm not a Star Wars guy, and I'm not a Back to the Future guy. And isn't Jurassic Park: The Lost World the third one?
That's the second one.
What?
Jurassic Park 3 is the third one.
That's stupid. Which one has Julianne Moore in it?
Lost World. Jurassic Park.
Okay. Well, I'll watch that one. I like Julianne Moore.
That movie's bonkers. That movie's bonkers for a couple. What? No, I'm taking away from Rocky 2.
You can talk about Jurassic.
Really
Lost
quick.
Jurassic World.
Lost World, Jurassic Park. People shit on this movie a lot
Oh, really?
because Jurassic Park is just such a masterpiece.
Right.
But Lost World, Jurassic Park, still like a fun, goofy, ridiculous time. Like it's silly. And guys, Spielberg was coming off of Schindler's List. The guy just wanted to blow off some steam. Like, give him a break.
So he directed The Lost World as well.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. And then,
Joe Johnson did.
yes, that's right. Yeah. Who did First Avenger? Captain America, First Avenger? And The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro.
Oh, he did The Rocketeer.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's a pretty good one.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a really good. Oh well, it is a Disney movie. I was about to say it's like a really good Disney movie, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it was like Touchstone, like live action.
Yeah.
Disney. Rest in peace. I mean,
Rest in peace, Walt Disney.
You mean Touchstone?
Touchstone.
Touchstone Pictures.
Uh huh.
Right. Yeah, they were like a Disney subsidiary. And they, they did like more adultish stuff, like Three Musketeers with Kiefer Sutherland and Oliver Platt and Charlie Sheen.
I was supposed to say
And Chris
the third one.
O'Donnell.
Whoa, wait a second. Okay, so who are the Three Musketeers?
Not Charlie. Is Charlie Sheen 2.5 Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, and Oliver Platt are the Three Musketeers.
Cool.
Wild.
That's a wild trio.
It is wild. Anyway, I'm so sorry.
no, it's funny.
Your number 5
Is
of your
Rocky
top 5
Yeah.
2023 views that aren't from 2023. Rocky 2.
Rocky 2. This is an even better example. Aliens. I almost said Aliens too.
there you go.
Aliens. There's a really great bit where there's like a solid 15 minutes where the movie is like, even though Rocky didn't win, his celebrity is huge. You know, he's very famous, and they've got all these parts where Rocky's like, I don't want to do all this like schmoozing and stupid shit.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and like because what I love so much about Rocky, watching it only knowing like through the cultural lexicon, is how much of just like a relationship drama it is. So there are scenes in Rocky 2 where he comes home to Adrian and he's like, this shit's stupid. Like it's great. And he's like, this is not what I want. I want to be like a boxer. I don't want to be like he does like an Old Spice commercial or something.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, great. And then like him and Adrian just bond and love each other more. Classic melodrama. There's people in the hospital. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck. Did a homeboy direct it? Sylvester Stallone?
No.
Did he write it?
Maybe.
I wonder. Because he wrote and directed the first one. That's so crazy.
He's a cool guy.
He's wild.
Yeah. I remember I read something like, because he was like dirt poor, you know. And then, he wrote it and everybody was offering him all this money and he was like, I want to have full creative control. So he took a lot less money, but fucking look at him now.
That's so tight. What a beast.
Beast indeed. He's got a real big heart. That's what I like so much about the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
Big heart.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The first one I ever saw was Rocky Balboa in high school. And I'd never seen any other Rocky film, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie rocks. And then I never bothered to watch the rest.
Well, the first one I saw was Creed.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fun, actually.
Love them.
Creed, I haven't seen Creed 2 or Creed 3. Jesus, are there 3 now?
Mm-hmm.
God, that makes me feel old.
Here you are.
Here I am. But no, the first Creed is great too. That movie's
Yeah.
solid.
It really takes its notes from the first Rocky, I think.
Oh, I should give it a rewatch.
First Rocky's awesome.
I remember watching the first Rocky, and it's one of those things where it's like, if I had grown up with it, I probably would have loved it upon watching it in my 20s. But since I didn't have this like soft spot for it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this horrible, like, rapey makeout scene with Adrian? You know, it's like terrible. She's like, no.
man.
He's like, oh. It's horrible. I hated it. And then I didn't know that it was a lottery. Like, that he just gets to fight, like, because he wins the lottery. Like,
Sure.
he doesn't, like, work up to the fight, really.
Yeah.
And, like, at the time, I was just, like, boring. But now that I'm saying that out loud,
It's badass.
it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he, like, is able to meet
Yeah.
him at that level,
Hell yeah.
even though it wasn't, like, planned. I should rewatch. I should watch them all.
Why not?
Dude, I had so much fun watching movies with you.
Oh,
That was a
shucks.
blast. Yeah.
I had fun too.
Maybe we should just do a series now.
But yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. We could
This
bust
is
out all the Rocky movies in like 2
Yeah.
days.
yeah.
That sounds great.
Why not?
Fuck. Anyway, Rocky 2 is your number 5.
Right. Right. Yeah. True.
Yeah. What did it make you? What would you hope that listeners would get from watching it? What do you think they could get from watching it?
My life's mission is to get people to stop judging movies based off of what they hear and what they think they know.
Sure.
So Rocky 2, just like the first Rocky, which is something I was guilty of, they're not what you think they are. They're really tender, like Barbie classic. Everybody thinks that Sylvester Stallone is like this big macho guy, and that Rocky is like the epitome of
Masculinity. And all this stuff. Yeah,
exactly. And it's just he's just a boxer, and I think what people find, and I guess it appeals to men because it's a sports movie, but I think what people find so inspiring about it is that it's about a guy just trying to make his way. And that, I mean, you know, the guy's such a sap. He ends Rocky with like 5 minutes of this guy just looking for his girlfriend. he just got the shit beat out of him, and he's like, "Where's Adrian? I want to see Adrian." He's not even upset that he lost. Really, he's just like, "Where's Adrian?"
Damn, I forgot about that. Fuck, I should really give it another shot.
And then she's running, and it's so sweet. She's running, she's like, "Rocky!" When they can't hear each other, it's so loud.
Wow. We should just do an episode that's you recapping.
So yeah, I think they're really tender, and I think that a lot of people who haven't seen them wouldn't know that. I think they're really sweet movies.
Cool. Fuck yeah. Well, I'm convinced.
Hey,
Right on. Any last comments, words of wisdom about Rocky 2?
Sly's the jam.
Hell yeah. You go, Sly. All right, everybody. My number 5 of my top 5.
Miami Vice.
Nope. Song to song.
The other Miami Vice.
Terrence
yeah.
Malick's Song to Song is my number 5 favorite first time watch of 2023 that wasn't released in 2023. I'm going to say it every time.
I hope so.
And look, everybody, if you Google this film, you will think to yourself, Ari's a dumbass. Ari's a fucking idiot. And that may be true. But I think about this movie all the time. And I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so the reason I watched it, first of all, was because I like Michael Fassbender. I watched him in The Killer and was like, I like Michael Fassbender, and went on this kick of watching a bunch of shit of his that I hadn't seen. I watched Jane Eyre, the fucking Cary Joji Fukunaga.
Oh, I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, so wild.
Cool.
With fucking Mia Wasikowska.
Yeah.
Pretty great. That movie rocks. If you're a Jane Eyre person, watch it. I also watched Dangerous Method, the David Cronenberg. Yeah.
Sigmund Freud movie.
Yeah, and with Carl, and he plays Carl Jung. His performance is great. Weird movie. Made me very uncomfortable.
Who plays Freud in that?
Viggo Mortensen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
His favorite guy.
Yeah. And Keira Knightley's in there.
Love her.
Acting her ass off.
People think she can't act. I think she's a great actress.
Dude, Pride and Prejudice? Fuck, man. She was nominated for an Oscar for a good reason.
Yeah, guys. Come on. I still haven't seen that. But anyway, back to you.
Oh, God. Favorite movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I love Pride and Prejudice. Anyway, but we're here I'm talking about Song to Song. So Michael Fassbender is in Song to Song. Now, if you want to go into Song to Song blind, go crazy.
Nice.
It's going to be a wild ride. I did not go into it blind. I went into it having watched the trailer in college and being like, wow, Terrence Malick, wow. And then never saw it. But I watched it in 2023 per the title of this list.
Right.
And
Wait, what's the title again?
First time watches in 2023 that were not released in 2023.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot.
But that's like the yeah. You guys get it. But yeah. But I knew that Michael Fassbender plays the devil, or that's like a reading of the movie.
What?
Yes.
I don't think I really knew anything about Song to
He
Song.
plays Satan, and Satan in 2011 took on the form of record producer of sorts, and he like lures Ryan Gosling and Rooney Mara into his web of corruption and fame and fortune. And they lose their way because money and fame doesn't fill the emptiness in your heart, as we all know.
That's true. I do know that.
And the young love that kindles between Rooney Mara and Ryan Gosling is snuffed out by the corruption of the devil, a.k.a. America, a.k.a. the entertainment industry at large. And, okay, what you need to know about this movie is that I'm taking a lot of liberty with this.
Okay.
This description.
I was like, this sounds awesome.
It's like very narratively loose. I am bringing a lot to the movie. It's not the kind of movie that meets you halfway. And I think I'm just at a point in my life where I was able to project onto these characters very easily. And the part that really got me is after Ryan Gosling and Rooney Mara ostensibly achieve great success and fall out of touch with family, both of them encounter some sort of tragedy. They get really depressed, they reconnect.
Wow. And
then at the end, spoiler, you know what? Song to Song spoiled.
Oh, fuck.
Don't listen or skip ahead a little bit. But I think, honestly, this, me spoiling it will help you as a
finish
viewer,
the
honestly.
movie.
Yeah. But it just ends with Ryan Gosling and Rooney Mara like going back to nature. And like, it feels and looks like they're about to like buy a farm and just like live off the land. And I don't know. I just right now Ari is like balls deep into trying to like be an actor and be a writer and be a filmmaker and all this shit. in watching a movie where two young, sexy people are like, maybe we should just, not do that. It was like, just really hit me right in my little soft spot.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's valid.
Number 5 is Song to Song, which I think has below 25% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. That's really low.
Yeah, I think
it's incredibly low.
Let me confirm. I think it's
for
pretty bad.
confirming.
I think it's really bad. 43%.
Oh. Will you look up Thor Love and Thunder on Rotten Tomatoes?
Sure.
I really, just for the joke, I want it to be higher than 43%.
63%.
Oh, bullshit. Not that high. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Disney paid off those critics. That's ridiculous. Thor Love and Thunder is so bad.
76% audience score. Anyway, this is about Song to Song. Yeah, it's a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, I love it. If you're a struggling artist and want to get high and just watch people wander around, give it a shot.
Terrence Malick knows how to make a high movie, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he does it on purpose, but they're great.
Yeah.
I love A Hidden Life. That was the first Terrence Malick movie I ever saw.
I hear that's like one of his best.
I hope people are saying that. I think it's great.
I need to watch it. That's like you could watch that in tandem with like Zone.
Yeah, if you had almost 5 hours to spare.
And if you wanted to get real sad.
And if you want to get real sad.
But yeah, anyway, that's my number 5.
Nice.
Oh, baby. What's your number 4, Casey?
My number 4, I don't know why I keep putting this away. My number 4 is Contact.
Ooh, I haven't seen it.
It's amazing.
Is that Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
And Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, shit.
William Fichtner's in it a little bit. He plays a blind scientist.
What year? Was that 95?
97, maybe.
Oh, man.
It's wonderful. I like all of it.
yeah.
Jenna Malone's in it.
Oh,
little baby Jenna Malone.
Dude, they're all so young in that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's probably like 11.
Yeah.
She's in that shot that everybody talks about where she, like, it's a oneer where she runs up the stairs.
Oh, the mirror.
Yeah, with the mirror. Yeah.
How the fuck?
I saw a thing on Twitter where it was explained, and I was like, I still don't get it.
Yeah.
That still doesn't make any sense.
It still feels like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Wait, that's Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah. Wow. Back when he was making good movies, baby.
Movies.
What was the last good Robert Zemeckis movie?
Probably Contact. Actually, I'm not kidding.
I'm an asshole. I set him up for that one.
I think like probably. Like after that, it was What Lies Beneath with Harrison Ford.
What Lies Beneath isn't as good as Contact, but it's all right.
I want to see it.
I think like whatever his last one was. What was his last one?
Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Well, yeah. What Lies Beneath is way better than Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Pinocchio's fucking garbage. And then why was you... If I heard Guillermo del Toro was making a stop motion movie and I made that same movie, I wouldn't. If I had it in like development, I'd be like, actually, never mind. I'll pay everybody. Never mind.
Yeah, they must have paid him an exorbitant amount of money to do that.
I guess so.
God, it's fucking disappointing.
He lost
This is
the
the most
juice.
like creatively bankrupt fucking shit ever. But Contact
is not. Contact is wonderful. So I didn't really know a lot about Contact going into it. I knew that Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey were love interests. And I was like, so fun. And I was like, oh, I guess they like space. I also like when Jodie Foster is paired with men in movies because she's a great actress.
But
there's there's always just a little bit where I'm like, you can't even pretend to like this guy.
Yeah.
And it always adds like some flavor to it because the guys are like, oh yeah. Like, I like that she doesn't really like me.
Oh boy.
But I feel like Contact is really cool. Wow, I'm trying not to spoil it heavily because there's a lot of shit that happens in that movie. But it's Jodie Foster is like, oh, I love space. Like Jenna Malone is the younger version of her.
Oh, fun.
So it's about how much she is like passionate about going to space, especially. And she's like, I believe that there's life. And she like tries to communicate via radio, things like that. And the inciting incident is that she gets something back. She gets a message back.
Fuck yeah.
So then the rest of the movie is like the government comes in and they're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. And they decide, they're like, okay, we're going to send somebody to look for them. And Jodie Foster's like, it should be me. So it's like Oppenheimer. She's before like this whole board.
Shit.
And Matthew McConaughey's on it. And he's very religious. So he's like, do you believe in God? And she's like, I can't lie. No.
Yeah, what?
So they're like in love or they're very into each other and like,
Whoa.
yeah. And
That's a juicy setup.
it's great. It's great.
Fuck.
They just have like this huge point of contention where they just can't agree. It's great.
Dude,
It's really great.
Fuck yeah.
It makes you really passionate about being alive. And the ending's amazing. The ending is a little cheesy, but I think it's amazing.
I mean, I'm always down with a cheesy ending, especially from the 90s. Nothing quite like a cheesy 90s ending.
They understood how to make it.
Yeah. Knew how to tie it all together. Hell yeah. What surprised you about it? What were you expecting going into it?
There's a lot of it that feels like, I mean, obviously I'm a layman. I don't know anything about the government, but there's a lot of it that feels like, oh, this is how this would go. Like she's so caught up in, oh my God, there could be something out there. And all these guys are like, well, we got to figure out if they want to go to war with us. And like this kind of like whirlwind of, which I think the movie balances really well, like the wonder and the like passion behind it all kind of going to the side because of like what reality is, whatever the movie wants to do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's great. Very lovely.
Yeah.
And Jodie Foster's great in it. She's so good in it.
Oh, that's cool. I like Jodie Foster a lot. I think she rocks.
Me too.
Dude, I mean, why even say it, but Silence of the Lambs. Dude, she's really good in that.
She's great in Silence of the
like
Lambs.
everybody's always talking about Anthony Hopkins, but it's like, yo, she holds her own. Like she's really good.
Because you know what it is, and I'll say it over and over and over again. People don't want to recognize like quiet performances.
Sure.
I hate that term.
Yeah.
But like the smaller a person makes themselves in the movie, people will always attract themselves to the bigger person.
Yeah, it's just so much easier. Yeah. But it's like the Academy they recognize like not necessarily the best performance, but the most performance.
Evident.
In a certain yes. But this episode isn't about the Oscars. This is about
The tickies.
Is that what we're calling them?
We don't have to call them that.
The tickies?
The tickies.
Why the tickies?
Because this is the ticket, the tickies.
Oh, I love that.
You didn't like it 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, because ticky sounds weird, but the tickets.
Oh, the tickets.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the tickets.
The tickets.
I'm sorry, I should let you say it.
No. I love that.
I got excited.
Yeah. So far we've got your number 5 ticket is Don't Tell Me Rocky 2.
Yes.
And your number 4 is Contact.
Yes.
My number 5 is Song to Song.
Yeah.
And my number 4 ticket
Ooh.
is Slow West.
Awesome. I haven't seen that.
It's dang good. I am
This is so exciting.
Blanking on Michael Fassbender. So yeah, I was on a real Michael Fassbender.
Oh my
kick,
God.
Obviously.
It's going to be 5 Michael Fassbender movies.
Oh
Number
my God.
3, Shame.
Yeah,
Number
no.
2, X-Men First Class.
Oh my God. Both of those are good movies.
Number 1, another Michael Fassbender movie.
The Killer. But that came out in 2023.
Killer.
John McLean is the writer and director of Slow West.
What else has he done?
Nothing. It's actually really sad.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing.
Damn.
Nothing. That was the last thing he's done. He's been credited with.
That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I think, let me look him up. I think he's Irish. I think like Michael Fassbender like helped make it happen and like really believed in it.
Isn't John McClane the guy that made American Pie? Don McClane.
Don McClane, yeah, that's it. No. He's a Scot. Oh my God, yeah, he would hate me. Directed by John McClane. He's a Scottish film director and screenwriter and musician. And yeah, his last film was Slow West from 2015. He hasn't made anything since, which is so sad. I adored Slow West. I think it's so fun. It's about little Cody Smith McPhee.
Cody Smith McPhee.
It's McPhee. Not a goofy guy.
Well, we don't know any of these people's
Cody
names.
Smith McPhee. Yeah. He's the love of his life goes to America. There in Scotland, and he goes to find her and
Wow.
enlists the help of cowboy gunslinger extraordinaire Michael Fassbender,
Nice.
doing his best with an American accent. He does all right. Cody Smith McPhee's Scottish accent's a little okay, but they're doing their best, and it's a hoot and a half.
Nice.
Great movie. It's like right on the edge of a slow burn. Like I think it moves at a pretty good clip, but it is very like pastoral. Like it takes its time with these lovely vistas. It's just old school Western. Ben Mendelsohn chews up the scenery as this gross ass fur coat wearing like bandit.
Heck yeah.
And I think, yeah, it's one of those movies that like after you watch it, if you go for a walk at night, you're just like kind of looking at the stars like more
Nice.
clearly. Yeah, it's one of those where, yeah, you just kind of like look at nature more carefully, or like you just like soak it in. And yeah, I really dig it. I think it's really inspiring as like a debut feature film. It's just so thoughtful. If you're a young aspiring filmmaker, a young aspiring writer, I think it's a great like template just to kind of like experiment with like the way that the scenes break down, the shot composition. Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's one of my favorite final shootouts. Like
Shootout?
ever, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that how you would describe like a shoot? Like
People
when,
shooting at
when
each other?
everybody's like shooting at each other.
Shootout,
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite like Western shootouts. Is that one?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's a
That's
banger.
very cool.
If you're looking for just something quick, mean, and not too easy, Slow West, 84 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
great little banger of a picture. Yeah, that's all I got for you on Slow West. That's my number 4.
What other westerns do you like?
Oh man, dude.
Sorry, I don't have a question about Slow West.
No. You know what? There's a lot of modern westerns that I really dig. Like 310 to Yuma is great.
Is it really?
It's really good.
Cool.
I love like Russell Crowe and Christian Bale and Ben Foster. They're so good in that movie.
Nice.
That movie rocks. That's another one that I think is like less than 2 hours and just fucking slaps you right in the face. It's so good. And that one too, like such clear like character motivation. You're like 100% with those characters the whole time. You're like, oh, I see why you're doing this. And it just unfolds beautifully. Gosh, what else? I mean, I grew up with Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You know, I mean, it's a banger. It's good.
Love that movie.
I haven't seen it as an adult, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw it for the first time as an adult.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's still held up.
Oh, it's awesome. That's a movie I like throw on. Like,
Oh,
I
cool.
love that movie so
Fuck
much.
yeah. I should check it out.
Banger.
God, I'm blanking so... Oh, you know, I love Who Shot Liberty Valance. Like, fucking... Jimmy Stewart in a Western is just so juicy. Hot take, I think The Searchers is bad.
That's not what I asked you, Ari.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that's not what I asked you, Ari.
I know. But like,
I said that like I like The Searchers, but I don't. So
yeah, I don't. I like. I get the appeal of John Wayne. I do think he's very like electric on screen. But I think The Searchers is like, especially like people go on and on about like the vistas and all this shit and like the cinematography, blah blah blah, and like the story, whatever. But I don't know. He's just such a dick in it. Like I can't. Like,
Damn.
I get the appeal of an anti-hero, but there's some that I'm like, I don't want to watch you,
Sure.
and that's one of them.
Go off.
It's a shame that Sergio Leone loves to just throw rape scenes at you sometimes. But
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in the West isn't too terrible from what I remember. I remember really liking it, but there were a couple scenes that I was like, "Ugh, I don't know if I want to watch that.
I've only seen like half of that one.
I like it. It's like definitely a slow burn, and it's gorgeous. Like the music is beautiful, and that's one of the movies where Ennio Morricone wrote the music in tandem with the script, so
Oh,
they were
cool.
playing the music while filming.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the actors were like acting off the music, which is just so you can feel it. Well, maybe I'm just projecting that because I know,
Sure.
but it is like the music in that movie is astounding. But yeah, I don't know. Again, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, great. But I can't stand Once Upon a Time in America.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, I can't. Like that one is just too much. I'm like, I don't need to see all this like terrible shit.
Once upon a time in the West.
Once Upon a Time in America. It's one
With,
with De Niro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always get that confused with Gangs of New York, and I was like, Martin Scorsese did that one. I don't know what you're talking
Oh
about.
no.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time in America. My bad. Yeah.
He like did Once Upon a Time in the West and then Once Upon a Time in America.
What an annoying guy.
Huh?
I said, what an annoying guy. But,
He's one of the like titans of cinema, Casey.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Honestly.
No, I like the Fistful trilogy. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I like the other ones.
I remember I watched Yojimbo before watching Fistful of Dollars. Yeah, and then halfway through Fistful, I was like, oh, this is just Yojimbo.
Like, where have I seen this before?
Yeah, I was like, this seems so familiar.
With a bunch of samurai.
Yeah. But yeah. Slow West is my number 4.
Heck yeah.
What's your number 3, KC?
My number 3, I didn't even have to look, but I wanted to look anyway. I'm going to let you take your sip.
Because I'm going to spit in your face.
Yes. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
You watched that for the first time last year?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. Considering that
yeah.
I've watched it 30 times.
That's so funny. I just saw you rewatched it this
Yeah.
week. Oh, because
Yeah.
when you were making this list.
Well, no. Well, that's what I will say. That's what got it on this list because I loved it and I hadn't seen it since probably like June of last year. And I was telling my friends about it because I have some friends where I like made like a giant watch list and I was like, we should just watch these together. And the other day I was like, I could watch Jumanji if you guys want to watch Jumanji. And we threw it on and they loved it.
Dude, that
and it's
movie's
like,
good.
it's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
it like has no business being that good.
It's so good. Like, and that was one friend of the podcast, Josh. I watched it with him and his fiance Cindy, friend of the podcast, Cindy. I like her too. And something that he and I always talk about is like how modern comedies, a lot of the humor hinges upon like winking at the camera kind of, and how Jumanji is just funny. It's just funny. All of the jokes come out of absolutely nowhere. None of it makes any sense. But what I like so much about it is that they're like, well, what happens when we hit game over? And Dwayne Johnson is just like, we die. Like, it's like, oh shit,
right.
oh
Fuck,
shit.
I forgot. Yeah.
I don't want him to die.
Fuck, dude. I remember watching that in theaters and being like, I'm really rooting for The Rock.
Totally.
Like, I want him to do
Totally.
what he was like promising. Like, because he was saying he's like, I'm franchise Viagra or whatever at that point. Yeah, he was like on SNL and he said like,
Oh, franchise Viagra.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
I thought he said something about Viagra in the movie. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
No.
Yeah.
But
I'm off my game today.
you're doing great. But yeah, like I think that movie's so fun, but it's a shame because I feel like he hasn't really topped it since.
No.
Yeah.
No, considering it was after Moana. No.
Oh, devastating. Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I don't know what possesses him and Ryan Reynolds to take the awesome careers that they had.
Did you just watch the Patrick H. Willems video on this?
No.
Oh, it's devastating.
Is it about the two of them?
Yeah, specifically. Yeah.
Because they're exactly the same.
Yep.
You had two guys and you were just like, oh man, hell yeah.
Yep.
And then their careers started to go a little weird, and you're like, okay, well, I mean, I like blockbusters too, and now they're just making garbage. Now they're just making garbage. I can feel myself getting dumber when I watch their movies, and why? You were the guy.
They were the guy, man. Because like you think about who's a movie star, and so many of them are old.
Yeah.
And them and Chris Hemsworth are probably like the youngest quote unquote movie stars.
Sure.
And they're like in their 40s. Well, The Rock is in his 50s, I think.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ryan Reynolds is probably 150.
That's so crazy. But like, they're the kind of movie stars that could like get a movie greenlit.
Yeah.
And they could do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock is doing Safdies. A24.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's doing like a wrestling movie.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least we'll know that movie is going to be good.
Fingers crossed. Dude, the thing that's so frustrating is like, I think The Rock is a good actor.
Yeah.
Like,
he's great in Jumanji.
Dude,
he's really good in Jumanji.
He's so funny. And like, fucking, I know this movie's fucking weird as shit, but he swung for the fucking fences in that movie. Southland Tales listeners. Casey just slumped over.
I hate that movie. I hate that movie.
It's a very. If anybody tells you that it's their favorite movie, it's like, oh,
they're
God.
weird. They're weird, and they're going to give you
difficult person.
They're going to give you more bad takes. You're going to be like, oh, well, maybe Southland Tales. It's not. All of their opinions are like this.
But again, like, I think The Rock like is really took a swing.
Yeah, I mean the character that he's doing, he's good in it.
Yeah, so good. And then fucking The Rundown.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Dude, that movie rocks.
Yeah,
he's good. I love that movie. And then, man, dude, yeah, it's like it makes me sad.
Yeah,
I feel like he could really do something special, and he's just not.
Yeah,
like Black Adam. I didn't even see it. But
Black Adam.
Did you see it?
No.
Yeah.
Just makes me sad.
It makes me sad too.
You know have you heard about the clause in his contracts?
No.
He has it in his contracts that he cannot lose a fight in a fight scene. Why? Why is that, The
Dwayne, that's so lame, dude.
Rocky lost in the first
and
Rocky.
It's interesting, man.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Dude, that makes me sad.
Yeah.
And like
Why?
Something I realized, again, this isn't a show about the Oscars, but John Cena at the Oscars, did you see his bit?
Yeah. His
Hilarious.
dick was out.
Yeah. He's just being goofy.
Yeah.
The Rock felt like a robot.
Oh, I didn't see him at the Oscars.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was presenting,
He was presenting with somebody, I don't even remember. But it was like, I was like, dude, you need to like, I don't know, just turn back into a human. I don't know what's going on.
Chill out, man.
Yeah, I can't. It like makes me really sad.
Damn.
Like he just feels like a machine now.
It's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up. Anyway, Jumanji, bygone era, not even that long ago.
Yeah, bygone era for The Rock, absolutely. It definitely feels like, and I was saying this about Barbie, like when people made family, because I would consider, like, it's not G or anything. They make like penis jokes and stuff. But I think like when you put real effort into it, because
Yeah, go off.
I don't understand why we want to just keep giving kids like garbage, like just like Illumination,
Yeah,
fucking.
man. What the fuck, man? I mean, it's just sugar.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't understand. Like, give them something with plot and stakes, and like, because they want to know about that stuff. I just saw Josh Hartnett was talking about how he showed his kids Back to the Future. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a kid friendly movie.
Yeah.
That's also fucking crazy.
Yeah, it fucking that, like when you're a kid, that movie's wild.
Yeah. Especially, I don't understand why they don't want to make kids good movies. I don't understand it. But Jumanji's totally a great movie to show your kids. It's great. And everybody's really funny in it. Like I'm an adult and I crack up. I love it to death.
Fuck yeah.
I get invested.
I second Jumanji. It's great. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Did you grow up with the first one?
Not at all.
Oh wow. Okay,
I saw
interesting.
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, in like January of last year, and then I watched Jumanji.
Oh, the Robin Williams one. Dude, I think Welcome to the Jungle is way more rewatchable, in my opinion.
I
I love Robin Williams, of course, but that first one is spooky.
It's
When I was a kid, it scared me.
I could exactly. I could see how it would scare a kid.
Yeah.
It goes a lot of places that I did not expect it to go.
Yeah, like the kid turning into a monkey, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, that's
I'm so sorry.
awful.
Laura Bell Bundy is in that.
That's the woman, the female lead.
She's a little girl.
Oh, she's a little girl.
Yeah, she gets sucked into the game first or something. Like she's not in it for a long time. She gets sucked into the game or something. Or
she's the
like,
girl that disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, sad. Oh, and then he, in the end, saves her, right? I can't remember.
So.
Spoilers for Jumanji.
If you care about Laura Bell Bundy's arc, yeah, she's in that.
I had a mad crush on Kirsten Dunst though.
Totally.
In that movie, like Small Soldiers. She rocks.
I was just talking to a friend of the podcast, Mac, about how I had a huge crush on Dakota Fanning in The Cat in the Hat.
Oh wow! I never saw that.
It's good. It's good. I mean, I loved
That's
it as a kid.
That the Dr. Seuss. You go say your piece.
No, I just had a crush on Dakota Fanning. I still have a crush on Dakota Fanning. She's gonna be in something. She's gonna be in a new show or movie or something. I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still working. She's been working for a while now. Like she was gone, now she's back. But I saw her again in a trailer the other day, and I was like, hell, fucking yeah. That's my wife.
She's great. I liked Dakota Fanning a lot.
She's fucking talented.
Yeah, she's like
been
not a bad movie. I feel like.
No.
Yeah.
But what did Dr. Seuss say about Cat in the Hat?
No, his enterprise? No, his
estate.
Estate. Jesus Christ. His enterprise. His estate. They like disavowed live action
Because of Cat in the Hat?
Yeah. They're like, we're never doing that again.
Fucking wimps.
Cowards.
You're afraid of experimental cinema.
But you like Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it as a kid. Like, I watched it all the time as a kid. I probably,
that's so funny.
like, actually counting, I've probably seen that movie 100 times.
Whoa.
Loved it.
Oh my God.
I could not stop watching it.
Dude, tell Mike Myers that. Because did he make a movie after that?
Yes.
The Love Guru.
He's in Inglourious Bastards.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. That is right. And he's great.
No, I mean, yeah, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those characters, I can't really say if he's good or bad. He's just kind of like there in the movie.
But he like works.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Nailed it. All right, right on. Jumanji.
Thanks. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Fuck yeah.
Directed by Jake Kasdan.
Jake Kasdan directed it. Mm-hmm. What else has he done? But he's not like a lifeless yes man. He like does good things.
Not in my opinion.
Let me look this up.
As in, like, I saw his filmography and I was like, oh, this seems like it comes from a place of truth and soul. Not
Yeah, he's not like
the guys.
Oh, Jake Kasdan did Orange County.
Oh, yeah.
And Walk Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's why Jumanji is so funny.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed. I loved Orange County
I haven't seen it.
as a kid. It's about Colin Hanks, world famous Nepo baby, who's delightful in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays an aspiring screenwriter who's about to graduate from high school.
Cool.
And yeah, as a high schooler that was like, I think I want to make movies. It was like, yeah, it was the best. I loved it. And it had the redhead from Babysitter's Club. Can't remember her name. Had a crush on her though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Jake Kasdan. He does okay. He's okay.
Just lastly, Jack Black is great in Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
If the Academy was real, if the Academy knew anything about movies, Jack Black would have an Oscar for playing a teenage girl in Jumanji.
Dude, yeah.
He's so fucking good in that movie.
God, fuck. I forgot about that. That's so funny. That movie's funny, man.
It's hilarious. Every 5 seconds, you're fucking busting your
watch that
ribs. Yeah, dude, do it. It's on Hulu.
Oh fuck! I have no excuse. Shit.
It's right there.
No, I was before Casey arrived. I was watching The Holiday.
Your Jack Black double.
Yeah,
Betting on Black.
dude. Jack Black is good in that.
The Holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. I have such a strong memory of hating that movie in high school. I was such a little square. That I'm enjoying the fuck out of it.
It's quite wonderful. That was a movie I watched as a kid as well. Like, it made me feel really warm inside.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, it makes sense that you want to write a romantic comedy.
I just want to be Nancy Myers.
Hell yeah. And you haven't seen Something's Gotta Give.
No.
I'm so curious.
I'll probably love it.
I've heard such mixed things from people.
Really?
I like it. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. The time has come.
Oh, you're number 3?
My number 3.
Oh. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Oh no.
My number 3 is Michael Mann's Miami Vice. Hilariously, my least favorite part of that movie
Is
that song when they drop that. Like, it's a shame because I feel like it was really in vogue back then to like cover famous songs with like modern artists. But in 2024, I'm like, who the fuck is doing this terrible job of covering Phil Collins?
Yeah. And it's somebody you've never heard of.
And it's somebody I've never heard
Like,
of.
you know who Phil Collins is.
Yes. Yeah.
And they could have just done the
They could have
song.
just done the song. And if they had, it would just be so juicy.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. You fucked up, Michael Mann. I still love you, though. So, yeah, I was a real Michael Mann simp this past year. And it carried into 2024 in the wake of sitting through Ferrari.
Yes.
But Miami Vice, the thing I love about Miami Vice, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, is that it has ingredients that you are so familiar with. It's got Jamie Foxx
Jamie Foxx.
in 2006.
Peak Jamie Foxx
Peak
time.
Jamie Foxx time.
Yeah. He was getting nominated for Oscars left and right.
Hell yeah.
Because he's a great
And
actor.
He's so good. Is he underrated? He's kind of underrated.
He's underrated now. Back then, he probably was the right amount of rated. But I think a lot of people now don't know that he's a great actor.
Yeah, he's so good. Yeah, it's crazy because he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in Collateral and Best Supporting Actor in Ray in the same year.
Yeah.
Badass.
Because he's great.
Because he's good. And oh my God, dude. In watching Michael Mann's filmography this year, Jamie Foxx plays a different person. Like, his performances are so grounded and real, but they're all so different. It's so amazing. Jamie Foxx rocks. Anyway, Miami Vice has Jamie Foxx. Also, peak Colin Farrell. Although I feel like we're in a second peak of Colin Farrell.
We're getting our Collins.
I love Colin Farrell. And then you got Michael Mann, which you're also like, coming off of Heat
Bam.
and The Insider.
Yeah, probably coming off of something after Heat, I think.
No, yeah, The Heat and The Insider.
Oh, yeah.
And then Miami Vice. Oh, and Ali. Heat, Ali, Miami, or The Insider, Miami Vice.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Michael Mann. You're excited. And it's based on a popular television show from the 80s.
Hell yeah.
Guns and fast cars, sexy people. Basically, I forget which network it was, but they were like, we want a cop show plus MTV. That was the pitch.
Hell yeah.
And that's what
Nice.
Miami Vice is, baby.
Yes.
Now, there's a lot to be said for the portrayal of law enforcement in the media. It's problematic. And then
Yes.
there's Miami Vice, which is just ridiculous. It's not how... I can't imagine that this is actually what police do. But it's a wild ride.
Hell yeah.
It's just a fantasy. It's just a silly fantasy. And Miami Vice, the movie, leans so hard into this fantasy. It's crazy. There's a scene where they are talking a bunch of crime mumbo jumbo, and you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But it's like everybody's acting their ass off. The stakes are high. Jamie Foxx is like yelling at people, and everybody looks super serious. And this one like drug person is like freaking out. Meanwhile, Colin Farrell just turns, looks out the window, and just stares at the sea. And the camera completely pulls away from all that mumbo jumbo that you should probably be understanding. And all the sound cuts out. And it's just Colin Farrell having a moment with the ocean. That's the kind of movie it is. And I love it. And I have read excerpts of the screenplay.
Oh, nice.
Because Cinephilia and Beyond, this incredible blog that does deep dives on films, they usually will provide a script and a bunch of BTS stuff. It's incredible. They have a whole profile on Miami Vice.
Cool.
And so I've read parts of the script, and Michael Mann is in full I am a writer-director mode and doesn't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
He's talking about like the look in her eyes simmers like the embers of a dying fire, and like shit like that. It's like so poetic in the most like drugstore romance novel type of way.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like crazy. He's such a sap.
Yeah.
It's great. That movie,
Big sap.
like so Miami Vice has all these like ingredients that you're familiar with and like anticipate the movie to be a type of thing. And it's just not that at all. It's
yeah.
like this really romantic, like bro movie. And it spends so much time establishing Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell's like romantic relationships. It's like crazy. It like spends more time on that than like the actual like drug deal or whatever that they're trying to like infiltrate. And yeah, I like it's the type of movie that if you're not on its wavelength, it's gonna be a slog.
Yeah.
But if you're on the wavelength, you're just like fucking put this in my veins. And yeah, I love it. I love that movie. I think it's just so bonkers. And I think there's something to be said about finding nuggets of like, the word that comes to mind is humanity, but that doesn't feel right. But nuggets of humanity in like a dumb action movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, hell yeah.
I think it's so fun. And I love that this big dumb action movie ends with Jamie Foxx having like a really tender moment with ostensibly the love of his life,
Wow.
holding her hand. Meanwhile, his best fucking friend, Colin Farrell, is like, he had to do something. I won't spoil it, but
Sure.
he had to do a thing. And in the final shot, this is, I guess, a spoiler, so skip ahead if you haven't seen Miami Vice. But this final shot is him just stomping towards the hospital where Jamie Foxx is, just like going to take care of his buddy.
Hell yeah.
And I love that. There's no
That's
crazy
friendship.
like shootout. There's no like cliffhanger. It's just like, I'm gonna go take care of my buddy. And I love that.
Hell yeah.
Friends
Friends are important.
are important. Also, let movie stars just be sexy and hot and well dressed and in sports cars for no good reason.
Yeah.
That shit's fun.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks. I like looking at pretty people. That's what I pay my $25 movie ticket for.
Yeah, man. Fuck it up.
Did you know movie tickets are $25?
Fuck, devastating.
I took my mom to AMC, $25. It was like 24 because I put her down as a senior. It's like, what the hell? I'm not going to be able to pay for this with my Social Security.
Dude, yeah, that shit is... It's ruining everything, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's all going to change soon because streaming apparently isn't working, so... They'll figure it out.
Finally somebody figured it out.
Jesus Christ.
Philip Michael Thomas, the co-lead in the show Miami Vice with Don Johnson, father of Dakota Johnson,
Crazy.
husband of Melanie Griffith. Did you see that? Oh, wait, I'll tell you later. You're busy. Philip Michael Thomas coined the term, popularized the term EGOT.
Oh, wow.
Fun fact.
Yeah, so my number 5, or we don't need to do a rundown. Everybody knows.
Just freaking rewind if you forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make us do all the work. We're already doing the podcast. I had to come up with this list.
Casey, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is To Live and Die in LA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
Freaky Friedkin. In the
Love that guy.
house.
Love that guy.
I like that guy too.
I
He
love
risked a
him.
lot of lives for his movies, and he's one of the few filmmakers that I'm like,
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
yeah, fine.
Nobody died
This is true.
that I know of.
Yeah.
William Friedkin covering up 60 deaths on his movies.
No. He was reckless as shit, though.
He's a crazy guy.
He's crazy, dude.
Did I
He
tell
doesn't
you?
even sound that crazy in interviews, but he is.
He sounds
crazy.
very normal.
Yeah.
You can't even believe that he made the movies that he made.
Yeah,
he's so
exactly.
normal.
In his Mark Maron episode, he's like talking about like Beethoven's like sixth and shit.
Of course he was.
Not that people who listen to Beethoven can't be crazy.
Beethoven was crazy.
Beethoven was nuts. Black, allegedly?
Beethoven was black?
Yeah, there's like a theory.
How would you even prove that?
I think they can get DNA samples.
What?
Yeah, from like hair.
Can your DNA... Maybe I'm not well educated.
Yeah,
Can
23andMe.
Well... Oh, I see.
Wait, let me look this up. Beethoven, black. So just per this headline, a long-running theory was Beethoven black. A long-running theory does not have much of a leg to stand on. Oh, he may have had like North African connections.
Okay.
All right. Ultimately, the theory that Beethoven was a black man has no grounding in reality. Whoa.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
None of us know Beethoven.
Yeah, and they cite a ton of shit.
Okay.
Or not. Actually, no, they don't. 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And this is people saying, "Wow, Beethoven's really, really white," or like, "What are these sources being
just like-
cited?"
They just traced his lineage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like vague connections to North Africa, but they're like... Yeah, they studied his hair. March 2023. New York Times report on a study of Beethoven's hair also debunked this myth about his alleged black heritage. The paper, Genomic Analysis of Hair from Ludwig van Beethoven, explained a number of Beethoven's debilitating illnesses and his death, oh God, through a genetic analysis. It also proved that Beethoven was not black, though another family secret came to light. Whoa. The study also revealed that Beethoven was not genetically related to others in his family line.
Fuck.
Whoa. His Y chromosome DNA differed from that of a group of 5 people with the same last name, Van Beethoven, living in Belgium today, and who, according to archival records, share a 16th century ancestor with the composer. That indicates there must have been an out-of-wedlock affair in Beethoven's direct paternal line. But where? Whoa.
Wow.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Wow, we really just went down a rabbit hole.
I don't even remember what we were fucking talking about. I guess Beethoven's
How
not
did we
black.
get on Beethoven?
William Friedkin was
Back to Live and Let Die in L.A. Holy shit.
to live and let die in L.A. Bow, bow.
Hold on.
Live and let die. Bow, bow.
That's a good song.
It is a good song. That Paul McCartney guy can really make a song.
Even if it's for Queen in the country. Were the other Beatles pissed that he got to do a Bond song?
I don't know. Good question.
Good question.
Is that how I said that? Sorry, the spirit of Paul McCartney.
Is that how he talks?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's so funny. He talks like friggin' Wallace. It's the best.
As in Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, if you're uncultured and don't know who Wallace is, I mean, I guess the subtext would be that he's British. So if you can't figure out a British guy named Wallace, read a book.
Yeah, you fucking pleb. This episode is off the rails.
You know, that's just the way we roll.
That's the way we roll today. William Friedkin. To live
William
and die in
Friedkin.
LA.
Did I tell you about the guy he
To
saved?
live and die in LA.
To live and die in L.A.
Yeah. Wait, did you tell me about what?
The guy he saved, William Friedkin saved his life. Did I tell you about that?
What? No.
Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. So, William Friedkin made a documentary called The People versus Paul Crump. Have you seen that?
No.
It's all right. It's like a 60s TV documentary. It's not my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But Paul Crump was a guy, he was on death row for a robbery at a stockyard, like a cattle and
He
things.
was on death row.
Yeah, because they killed they killed somebody in the stockyard.
Fuck.
So Friedkin, this is the way Friedkin tells it, is that he was in line at the deli or something, and this guy was a priest. He was in his stuff, his dress, and Friedkin was like, "Oh, where's your parish?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm actually a priest at the Cook County Jail." And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "Yeah, I like spend time with people who are on death row." And Friedkin was like, "Have you ever met somebody that you thought was innocent?" And the priest is like, "Yeah, this guy Paul Crump, actually, he's on there right now." And Friedkin was like, "I'd love to meet him." The priest just runs him down a story, and Friedkin's like, "I'd love to talk to this guy." So he talks to the warden, and it was just like a perfect storm kind of thing, because the warden at the time was very anti-death row. Even if he thought that people were guilty, he was like, "There's nothing I can do about it, but I don't believe in the death penalty." So Friedkin called him, and he was like, "He's gonna die in like a couple months. Why do you want to talk to him?" And he was like, "I just do." Friedkin talked to him, and he also believed that he was innocent. So he called the news, and he was like, "I want to make a documentary about this guy." And the news was like, "No." And he was like, "Please let me make." So they make this documentary. They made this documentary, and they don't even put it on the air because it's so controversial. Quote, but it went to the governor. The governor watched it, and he pardoned him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, Friedkin goes so hard.
Everything I learn about him is fucking insane.
Yeah, he has no chill.
You know, he had 4 wives. He got married 4 times.
People do that.
People, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't
figure
get
it out, man.
Yeah, I don't.
After twice, I'd slow down.
Yeah, I really can't imagine getting married more than once. In like
my life.
Yeah, not to say that I would be with that person for my whole life, but if it doesn't work the first time, I'm not. I don't know if I would try it again. You know. Yeah, people do that.
People do that.
I think Sean Bean's been married like 7 times or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Claude Rains too was married a bunch.
Yeah. Way back when, they definitely used to do that.
Yeah, it was like the instant it became legal, they were like, "Fuck it up."
You know about Elizabeth Taylor quote?
No.
She was like, "I just like having sex, and I could only have sex if I was married," because she was married like 8 times.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that.
That's badass. Wasn't she gay?
No. Are you thinking of the time she outed Montgomery Clift?
No, but holy fuck. Wait, who am I thinking of? Who's in Cat in the Hot Tin Roof?
Elizabeth Taylor.
I thought she was like closeted.
I don't know. Seemed like she really liked dick.
She like for the dick. That's cool. Good for her.
Yeah, it was funny.
She outed Montgomery Clift.
Yeah, he died. It's not funny. He died, and she was giving a speech. I want to say it was at the Oscars, and she was like, yeah, and he was gay. I mean, everybody knew that he was gay, and everybody was like, we did not know that he was gay.
Oh, fuck. That's like so. That shit's so sad to me.
People dying and being gay,
No,
outing people.
like people having to like be closeted. I think. Is
Oh,
like
yeah.
so sad.
It is sad.
But then it's also like your life, you know. I
Well,
guess.
some people had to. It wasn't even like a choice.
In the context of Montgomery Clift, it's like awful. Yeah. I mean, we've talked in the past about like, yeah, dude, do you need to come out? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Montgomery, yeah, he certainly didn't have a choice. Fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
Peace.
But I told you about George Cukor.
No.
He was like, nobody cared. He was like, of course I was out because nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, because he was just a director. He wasn't like a movie star.
Well, yeah, I imagine the public eye is different, but he was just like the people that he was around.
Hell yeah.
He was like, nobody judged me for being gay.
Is Ian McKellen the same way, or was he just like a radical? Like, because he came out early.
Yeah, I don't know. I imagine he's so old, I guess. But I also don't know.
He's so cool, man. I remember I was like a Christian child, as a teenager. And I was watching the X-Men special features on DVD.
Yeah.
Like the making of.
Yeah.
And this is like 2002?
Yeah.
2002? Like gay marriage isn't legal yet.
Yeah.
You know? And in my like Christian church, they're talking about how being gay is a sin and all that crap, you know?
Right.
And I remember watching Ian McKellen give this very like, it's not like super impassioned speech or anything, but he was like, yeah, it's like as a metaphor for like being gay. He was like so excited to be a part of X-Men
Yeah.
for that reason, like being an out actor and, you know, and I was like, even at that age, I remember being like, wow, that's fucking cool as shit. Yeah, he rocks. Anywho.
Yeah.
Live and die in LA.
I realize I haven't said anything about this movie.
William Friedkin is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He warrants all these fucking rabbit holes.
Saved a man's life.
But yeah, continue. So you watched it for the first time on the big screen, right?
On the big screen.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's that and my number one are two that I saw on the big screen. Yeah, it's great. I think because you've seen it,
Yeah.
yeah. William Friedkin, he gets movies in a way that no one else he got movies in a way that no one else did. Like I think in the vein of Miami Vice, it's cool to like keep making these movies about guys that just like really love their best friends.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like William Peterson descends into madness over the death of his friend, and you want to say that it's about like justice and Willem Dafoe being a shitty guy, but he's just like, no, I have a goal, and I'm going to see to it that I like kill this guy.
He's going to do anything.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And Friedkin isn't afraid of like creating a world that is sad and bad and stuff. Like I don't necessarily like watch a lot of true crime, but I constantly find myself submerged in it. Like I'm always like reading about fucked up stuff and like all that kind of shit. But something that really affects me is like when people's bodies are in the trash. And that's what I always think about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about in a fucking To Live and Die in LA. Like he's just like standing in front of this garbage bin and his friend is like blown to pieces.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that shit's really cool.
That movie.
Not cool, but I mean, I think it's cool that he did that. You know?
Yeah. He's going hard.
Yeah.
That's the only way he knows how to do it. William Peterson is such a fucking gift in that movie, I think. Did you know he saw him in a Streetcar Named Desire on stage?
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, and he was like, this is the guy.
That's why his jeans are so tight.
That's why yeah.
His jeans are unbelievable.
So sexy in it too.
Yeah, he's a sexy
damn.
man.
He like, it's so funny watching him on CSI now.
Yeah,
You know?
I love Gil Grissom.
Yeah, dude.
Him and Sarah Fox, I think her name is Sarah something. Yeah,
I haven't watched that show in years.
Gil and Sarah, man, that was like my first OTP. My mom loved CSI.
OTP.
One True Pair. Somebody was on Tumblr.
we ship it. It was like,
Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah, OTP and Ship were around the same time. I shipped them really hard. Like I was 6 years old. My mom was like, "Okay, close your eyes, 'cause it's about to get scary." And I closed my eyes, and I'd be like, "When are Gil and Sarah coming back? I love them so much. They were meant to be."
That's so cute. The only episode I remember now is what was like. It's like he was like losing his hearing.
Okay,
Like,
I don't remember. I was little. Yeah, sure.
How many seasons of that show are there?
Fucking like 13.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because then Ted Danson took over.
What?
Oh my God, you didn't know? Okay, so
Ted Danson.
yeah, Gil left. William Peterson left, and then pretty much a lot of the original cast left as well. So then Ted Danson picked up, and I can't remember who the fucking blonde is, because then they got rid of Marge Helgenberger.
That is so funny.
And then Ted Danson.
They-
It's Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, that's who it is.
So funny. Isn't William Peterson coming back though? Isn't he making a comeback
Is he? When you in what?
in CSI?
I think CSI is off the air.
No, I think they're like bringing it back. Like he's coming.
What?
Yeah,
To bring Gil back?
yeah.
All right.
And then I think he had a health scare, and it's like pending.
Oh, William Peterson had a health scare.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Actually, fuck. Let me check this. Ari's just like really into fact checking now. Which I guess is
On
like-
our politics episode, we were like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were like, did William Peterson have a health scare
Yeah,
2023?
Listening to that politics episode was so scary. I was like, oh my God. William Peterson.
I wanted to say something and be like, I don't listen to anything I say. But you know what? If you're listening to me and you're trusting everything I say, Google. Just Google. Just do your own research. But I'm pretty sure. I'm only pretty sure about anything I say.
Oh yeah, the Las Vegas Review Journal, the Electric Jolt of Vegas, behind the scenes of the CSI Return to Town.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Ba, 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 ba.
I used to really enjoy it. I mean, what I saw.
I had friends who were like so into it.
But you know what I loved? Criminal Minds.
I've never watched it.
Oh, Criminal Minds was my show, brother. That was my show.
What's that one? What's that one's deal?
They work for the FBI and they profile like prominent killers.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Horrifying.
It's awful.
CSI Vegas booked at CBS with William Peterson, Georgia Fox returning.
Georgia Fox, that's her name. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that means I got to start rewatching CSI. Or watching it. I probably only remember 5 episodes.
Is that the one that Tarantino directed an episode, or is that ER?
I want to say Tarantino directed episode of CSI.
Yeah, I think he did. Bring it back.
We love Tarantino. This is the boys cast.
Yeah. We'll just talk about boy stuff.
Football.
Tarantino.
Pizza rolls.
Wait, fucking To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah.
Crazy movie.
Crazy movie. Yeah, I love movies that are dark. My favorite thing about it is that it's just like every character is just like fucked.
Yeah, they're
like
fucked up. And the one character that's not is fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
His little buddy.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
And then the one character who's like actually not is just fucked the whole movie.
Yep. Yeah.
I love that bit with Dean Stockwell where you can tell that he's like worn from being so fucked. And he's like, And they're like, oh, how are you going to get this guy off? And he's like, I'm just going to say that the house wasn't tan, it was beige. And like, he's just like drinking and smoking a cigarette. He's like, fucking whatever.
And Willem Dafoe is so spooky in it. God,
He's
he is
strange.
just going off. Have you seen Streets on Fire?
No.
The Walter Hill film?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another wild, bonkers Willem Dafoe performance. But he's so good. I love Willem Dafoe.
I saw a trailer for that and I was like, Jesus Christ, what is this movie even about?
Yeah, it's such a shame. I feel like it would be way more of like a cultural touchstone if the lead actor was interesting.
Oh, Defoe's not the lead? Who's
No,
who's
he's
in
like
it?
the villain.
Somebody we don't even know the
Yeah, I
name
don't
of?
even know. Yeah, he's
Gotcha.
not bad. He's just like kind of forgettable, which is sad. But like if it had been somebody like William Friedkin,
Sure.
people would be going ape shit. Or like Ryan
Yeah, of
O'Neal.
course,
Because like
yeah.
Walter Hill did The Driver.
Yeah.
Um,
Love Ryan O'Neal. I miss that guy so
rest in
much.
peace, man. Yeah, damn.
Apparently he was a very shitty father, but
Sad. Fuck.
yeah. I think that's what's so disappointing about it, because Ryan O'Neal is very special to me. Like he touches my soul in a way that I don't think any actor ever did. But yeah, that's one of the things that I think, because
Yeah.
that's
What's his
what
daughter's name? Peyton O'Neal? That's her name?
Tatum.
Tatum O'Neal.
Yes. Yeah, because I feel like that's what's so fucked up about like I think that's where all the conflict and like all the energy around like shitty artists it comes from, because it's that it feels like you opened yourself to this person.
Yes. Yeah.
And that they've done this thing to you,
Yeah.
which isn't even necessarily a bad feeling to feel. It's just the way it is.
Dude, yeah. God, fuck. What was it recently that I was like, I just can't even look at this person anymore? I forget. But yeah, it's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People shouldn't be bad people.
Yeah. Fuck. Rest in peace, Ryan. It's Live and Die in LA. Holy shit, this episode.
Ryan O'Neal is not into Live and Die in LA.
And Walter Hill did not direct Live and Die in LA.
We're just talking about shit now.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, I just think it's really great. I think
it's really good. Yeah.
it's just a tight like crime. Like every single scene has like it's like the fastest way to get to the next scene. And everybody in it is really great. And it's stylish. It's like
dude,
really
slick.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just great to watch.
Everybody gets so wet about the French Connection car chase.
Oh my god, To Live and Die in LA is car chase.
Dude, I did not breathe.
Yeah.
During that car chase. Like
Yeah.
the car chase into Live and Die in LA is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Fuck, dude.
At post the scene where you're like, I think I'm gonna like throw up.
God, I need to rewatch that movie. That movie's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Go watch To Live and Die in LA, people. That's Casey's number 2.
It's the second best movie of 2023 that wasn't released in 2023
Yes, fuck yeah, that Casey watched
that I watched
for the first time.
for the first time.
And my number 2 is
Miami Vice again.
Nope.
No, I don't think I know it.
Magnificent Obsession.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whoo, Magnificent Obsession.
Hell yeah.
It was I was torn. I was like, am I gonna do a Magnificent Obsession or All That Heaven Allows?
Another banger.
Another banger. But as much as I love All That Heaven Allows, and I've actually watched All That Heaven Allows more now, but I love Rock Hudson's arc in Magnificent Obsession. I think it's just so marvelous, and he does such a lovely job of playing the asshole playboy, and he just becomes so tender, and it feels so genuine, and like he's just a marvel, man. Like, rest in peace. Fuck.
Sexiest man to ever live.
He's hot.
He's unbelievably hot.
I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I saw it on Letterboxd, All That Heaven Allowed,
Yeah.
the Rock Hudson documentary. And yeah, the banner is like him and one of his boyfriends, and
Hell yeah.
well, I'm assuming they're both in swim trunks, and we're probably fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, damn, you're just an attractive man,
Beefy boy.
beefy boy, all natural, baby. But yeah, All That Heaven Allows. It was part of the winter romance. Like
Playlist collection.
Collection that the Criterion Channel put up a few years back, and I think that's such a lovely way to put it. Yeah, it is a winter romance.
Yeah.
And like, it's got the most amazing, like fucking Douglas Sirk's use of color is just so lush and cool. It just feels like you're in a different world.
Yeah.
And you just like, it melts your heart as the story unfolds. I will say some wild plot developments in the first like 30 minutes.
Of what? Magnificent
Yeah,
Obsession?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so it's like almost, gives you whiplash.
Yeah. You're like, what?
Yeah. You're
You
like,
go, what?
Wait a second. What? Yeah.
And you're like, how did that even happen?
Yeah. It's so insane. But once you're like on its wavelength, I think it just, you just fall in love with it. I think it's a really special film. And yeah, I as somebody who is a sucker for older films, I just had never watched anything by Douglas Sirk. And yeah, it feels like a whole nother window into that time period. And I'm so grateful that I was introduced to it this year by you, Casey.
Well, hey. Awesome. I do what I can.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And yeah, if you're trying to like broaden your fucking cinematic palette or whatever, fuck, and you're looking for some old timey shit to throw on the old tube,
Totally.
fucking Magnificent Obsession, baby.
Banger.
Who's the female lead?
Jane Wyman.
Jane Wyman and Rock Hudson have such delicious chemistry.
They certainly do.
Rock Hudson plays a millionaire playboy who gets in a horrendous boating accident, and then in order to save his life, something dreadful has to happen to
Jane Wyman.
Jane Wyman's life.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna leave you with. I'm not gonna spoil this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's juicy. It's fucking romantic and really easy on the eyes. In like a director of photography, cinematography kind of way.
But there's a lot of people in that movie that are really easy on the
Yes,
eye.
that too. Yeah, also a lot of beautiful people. Yeah.
In glorious Technicolor.
Yes, yeah, it is glorious. It's just
You make them look as nice as possible.
Yeah,
And they
fuck.
do.
bygone era. Excuse me. Well, Casey, what a fun little discovery. Contacting
Yeah.
Rocky too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm
watch
excited for
those.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you've seen the other two.
Yeah, but I'm excited
Bangers.
to revisit those too. Fuck.
Love Contact and Rocky too. You really pitched me on Slow West. I know what it is. I hadn't necessarily been avoiding it, but I was like, oh, I'll get to that one.
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah,
great.
that sounds good.
84 minutes. Fuck,
Hell yeah.
man. It's great. It's a good
Hell
one.
yeah.
But yeah, Casey, why don't you take it away with your number one of 2023 that you watched for the first time that wasn't released in 2023?
I'm trying to figure out how I wanna build up to this film.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually goes well with To Live and Die in LA. Kind of, I like movies that make life a little bit more realistic than other movies do. I wouldn't consider myself a pessimist or anything, but I think that movies are always going, oh man, life is so bad, and they don't really like do anything to showcase that.
Sure.
And granted, this movie, it's a comedy essentially. So a lot of it is a little exaggerated, but I think the things it explores are very grounded, as far as like community and resiliency, and you know that sometimes people do shitty things to you, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But my number one is Federico Fellini's Knights of Cabiria.
Oh, baby.
Wonderful film.
Yep.
So this is very important, and if you have been listening since our first episode, if you listened to our first episode, that was the day we recorded our first episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's right.
I saw Cape Fear at a matinee, and then Ari and I went to see Knights of Cabiria that night. And I went home and I got under my blankets and I was like, this was the best day ever.
Hell yeah.
And like for days, people were like, what have you been up to? How was your weekend? Whatever. And I was like, well, I had the best day ever.
Hell yeah.
Because Cape Fear just by the skin of its teeth missed my top 5. Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear. Phenomenal movie. And then, so going into, I knew I wanted to watch both of those. Wasn't necessarily sure if I'd love them, whatever. Saw Cape Fear and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to think about this movie for the rest of my life. And then I was like, well, there's no way Knights of Cabiria could be that good. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, this is the best movie.
Yeah.
Cabiria is a sex worker in Italy, and essentially the first scene in the movie is her boyfriend, a man that she's very much in love with, attempts to drown her and steals her purse. And then from that moment on, she's just kind of like, you know, I'm gonna fucking live my life, I guess. And she just goes like, Sweet Charity, the musical, is an adaptation of Knights of Cabiria. If you didn't know, I'm not necessarily saying this to you, Ari.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I think what Knights of Cabiria does nicely is that it kind of takes you along this journey of like what 3 days or whatever in just a woman's life would be like. Like none of the scenes are really connected by anything. You know, one moment she's like hiding under a room service dolly, and then the next she's like having a religious epiphany and things like that. But it's really good, and I enjoy Cabiria as a character. You know, she's funny, she's tough as nails, but also I think it balances it really well. Where like she's like, I'm not gonna let life get me down, but also these things really hurt, and like these moments of my life hurt me. And I think Giulietta Messina is very good at balancing all of that, like carrying that in her acting and things, where she's always a little bit thinking about and like keeping a guard on because of whatever has happened. And I think it's great. I mean, I have a friend who doesn't really like Fellini, and what he said was that he had seen 8.5 and he had seen Amarcord, and Fellini is one of those directors who, if you're not familiar with his work, he has definitive eras and interest. Yeah. So he has his realism section, and he has his like you would call like a dreamscape kind of thing. He has many movies like that. And Cabiria, I think, is a nice like plot driven, neo-realistic. Like, I think that's a great movie to introduce yourself to him with.
Sure.
And yeah, I think I think it's really great. I think if somebody were interested in a great character piece, if somebody wanted to watch more foreign films, Somebody wanted to get into Fellini. I just think it's great all around, and it feels very modern, like classic movies feel modern. Like, let's say something like Greta Gerwig's Little Women, like. That's modern because it's modern. Like, there's absolutely no way that Greta Gerwig could write that movie and make it feel as though it actually was set in the time the book was written. Versus, I think what's so nice about Nights of Cabiria and other films that make me feel this way is like, it's almost like that kind of reminder that experiences are universal, where you go, oh, wow, there's another person who has felt this way.
Yeah.
And enough so to make a movie, essentially. But that's my number one.
This is a doozy of a number one. That was not 2023 was not my first viewing of Nights of Cabiria.
Right.
It would have been on my list, but
Hey.
I second that. I think it's a great jumping off point for Fellini, having just watched 8.5 for the first time myself just a few weeks ago. But yeah, her performance is just stunning.
Yeah.
It's so like soulful, and yeah, I had an acting teacher who always talked about, he was like, don't be a Teflon actor.
Okay.
Like, even if the character is like strong or like doesn't quote unquote care about certain like sources or whatever, like everything can have an effect. And I think that the performance is so just electric because she is tough, but she's not made of Teflon, and like everything lands in some capacity, for better or worse. And yeah, watching her just, because I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go watch it. It's a whirlwind. It's a really wild film. Yeah,
And it's one you can't even really describe because it's just like it's vignettes essentially.
Yeah.
But the part that I think really echoes that point is when they climb up the stairs of that church. I don't really know what is it? The Pope is there or something like they're doing something really
Specific,
important.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Pope, but it's somebody.
Yeah. But I think about that, like, because you see images like that in the news and things, like people who are so overcome with like religious pull or whatever that they're like weeping and moaning and stomping on people, like just to be as close to God as they possibly can be, you know?
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see her in the sea of that, because she is still one of them. She's just not groaning and moaning and, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she definitely feels like a fully realized character and like a real person, which I like.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that movie. I mean, get ready to get sad.
Yeah.
But
And it's got crazy like clown comedy sometimes. It's crazy. It's some of it's like weird to laugh because you got tears in your eyes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she is kind of like a tragic clown. Yeah, kind of. Also, like, such a fun, like, bottle, time capsule of just like Italian cult, like post-war Italy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so wild. Like, oh, this is what people did.
Yeah.
You know, because she'll just be hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's
in like the ruins of buildings and things.
Yeah. It's so crazy. So yeah. Great pick.
Thank you.
Shit.
Thank you. It rocked my world.
What's your favorite Fellini?
Nights of Cabiria.
Nights of Cabiria. Yeah. Devastating. What's your least favorite?
What is that? Well, my least favorite is The White Sheik, but nobody thinks about that movie.
I don't even know what that is.
It was his first movie. I mean, his first movie I think was a documentary, and then his second movie, but it was like a 50-minute documentary about teens in Italy at the time it was made. But his second movie was The White Sheik, which I don't even fucking remember what it was about. I think this guy and his wife go to the Middle East somewhere, and he thinks that she fucked the White Sheik or something. I don't know. I don't remember really what it's about. But actually, I don't really like, what is that, Eva Toloni? The one about the four guys?
Yeah, I don't even know that one.
Yeah,
I'm terrible.
That's okay.
I'm an uncultured piece of shit. But right on. Nights of Cabiria.
Knights of Cabiria.
Fuck yeah.
Great movie.
I don't think mine compares to Nights of Cabiria, honestly.
That's okay.
But
I mean, it probably does. Is more what I mean.
maybe. I mean, it does, but different ways. This movie I saw in the theater
Hey.
with Casey,
Whoa.
and it was a good day.
Aw.
And this movie left me wanting to tear my hair out in the best way possible.
I think I know what it is.
Another freaking fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Sorcerer.
Hell yeah.
Oh
The best
my
movie ever.
God, isn't it?
It's the best movie ever.
That movie is unbelievable. It's shocking that it's not talked about more. Like, I don't understand.
It is shocking.
Like,
It is shocking, Ari.
talk about like tension, like an exercise in tension. Like that
Yes.
movie,
Yes.
I barely breathed. Like, it was like, so often I was just like cringing and like covering my eyes, like, no, please. God. But in the most like delicious way possible. It's insane.
There's nothing like sitting next to you in a movie, especially something like that.
Yeah.
Ari's beyond expressive.
Yeah, sorry. Some people hate it.
I think it's hilarious. It's my favorite thing.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Ali Ray and I, my girlfriend Ali Ray, and we both get really expressive, and I love it. It's the best. Yeah, I think that's something you kind of have to be parallel with, like somebody you're in a relationship with.
Absolutely.
You know, like
yeah.
if one of you's like really like expressive and loud, and the other one's like, shut the fuck up.
I think I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. But yeah, I don't even really want to like say anything because I went into it pretty blind, and like I had seen the trailer even not online. I'd seen the trailer at like the New Bev, like the quote unquote way you're like supposed to, and I still was like, what the fuck is this? And it's called Sorcerer.
Yeah.
And it's in no way like a fantasy. It's the farthest thing from a fucking fantasy.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Also, one of my favorite ensemble casts where I like don't know anybody except Roy Scheider.
Yeah.
Like, and they all are great.
Yeah.
They all have their like scene stealing moment. Fuck. I don't want to tell you anything. Go fucking watch Sorcerer.
Go watch. So all you need to know is that it genuinely is the best movie ever.
Yeah, it's like it's astonishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Fucking Friedkin, man. Fucking guy.
Yeah. When I saw Sorcerer for the first time in theaters as well, and I left and I was like, I don't even know what to do now.
Yeah.
Movies will never be the same.
Yeah, it really like it's similar to like when I left Zone of Interest where I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Like do I have any business like pursuing this art form?
Yeah.
Because Sorcerer is like such a fully realized just tightrope act of anxiety.
Yes.
But like, yeah, there's like so many moments of release and fuck, dude, that movie rocks.
Hell yeah. That's my favorite Friedkin.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Exorcist because I'm the worst.
It's not all that.
We love Friedkin, to be clear.
We love Friedkin. He did what he could.
And hated David Gordon Green for...
David Gordon Green can retire and never touch a film set again.
Fuck.
I'm so sick of seeing his movies. I'm so sick
He's
of
gonna
it.
be back.
Have you heard the Scream 7 news?
Somebody from the original cast is back.
You don't know anything about Scream. So for the listeners, if you don't know, although you're all my friends and should have seen my Scream tattoo, I love Scream.
Yes.
I've seen the original almost 10 times, I think 9 times. Didn't like it when I first saw it.
Fascinating. I
Didn't
know
love
that.
it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, Netflix. one Halloween, Netflix had one October. Jesus Christ, Netflix had all 4 of them, and I was like, okay, I'll watch all 4. At the time, there were only 4, and I watched the first one. I went, oh my god, this is like the best movie ever. And then I just kept going. I was like, oh my god, and it was life changing.
Man, I love it when that happens.
Oh yeah,
I love it when that happens. That's a great feeling.
hell yeah, changed my life.
Wait, so what's the Scream news?
Oh, the Scream news is that do you know anything about Scream? I mean, like
anything.
Okay.
Drew Barrymore?
She's in the first one.
Yeah. That's all I got.
So very quickly, first 4 Screams, all directed by Wes Craven, and then he died, and it was like pretty much untouchable. You know, nobody wanted to do anything with it. Then they made Scream 5 in 2020, and 2020, and it was directed by the guys who made Ready or Not, another movie I really love, and Neve Campbell was in it. In all 3, so they have like 3 legacy characters. It's Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. All 3 of the characters return. They make the second movie, and Neve Campbell is very adamantly like, I am not coming back. They don't want to pay me what I'm worth. If anybody doesn't know anything about Scream, Neve Campbell to Scream is essentially the Sigourney to Alien. She's, the Michael J. Fox to Back to the Future. You know, she is the Han Solo of the franchise. You know, people love her. The movies are about her. And she's top billed every single movie.
What the hell?
So much so that the first 4 are in the entirety of her character's arc. Like every single movie is a new chapter in her arc. So she was not in Scream 6. Scream 7 was supposed to be directed by Christopher Landon. He did Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse and Freaky, Happy Death Day. He did the Happy Death Day movies. And it was then it had the new cast with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, who are not going to be in Scream 7.
And they were in Scream 6.
They were in Scream 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Yeah.
And they came to the forefront in 6 because Neve Campbell.
Well, actually, they're the main characters in 5 as well. Neve maybe has 20 minutes of screen time in the 5th one, which was also just kind of like, I got a lot of problems with Scream 5. Scream 6 almost benefits from not having her because then you can't fuck her up. But Scream 7... Melissa Barrera was fired for some political statements that she said that I think a lot of people with hearts and minds would agree with, but people with money would not.
Dude, yeah, it's like weird.
It's crazy how fucked up it is. And then Jenna Ortega dropped out the day after. And the story that everyone's rolling with is that she's having scheduling conflicts with Beetlejuice. Because now she's in Beetlejuice. I don't necessarily believe that, but also if that's true, then that fucking sucks because you've lost the 2 leads of your Scream movie. And then Christopher Landon dropped out. So the news that dropped today was that Neve Campbell is returning, which I assume will make her essentially the lead of this movie because the only characters left would be Courtney Cox, who has always been a supporting character, and then you've got the other supporting characters being Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding. And then Kevin Williamson, who has been writing, he wrote...
Yeah, how do I know that name?
Yeah, he wrote the first Scream, and I want to say that he's written other ones in the quadrilogy, but he's always been an executive producer. He was essentially like Wes Craven's right-hand man on the Scream movies.
Did he do the faculty? Did he write the faculty?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's where I know.
Yeah. Kevin Williamson is directing, and the guy who wrote the first 2 with James Vanderbilt. James Vanderbilt's not going to be writing, but his name is Dave.
James
Buscus.
Vanderbilt wrote Scream
Busick.
5 and Scream 6.
With Dave Busick.
Wait, James Vanderbeek?
No, James Vanderbilt, a different guy, different
okay.
guy.
Yeah.
If James Vanderbeek wrote
I
Scream,
was
that'd be
like,
crazy.
Holy shit. That's fucking cool.
But yeah, Nev Campbell is returning. Kevin Williamson is directing. Thank you. Wait, to me or Nev?
To you.
Thank you. It's a big day for me.
Yeah.
I'm unbelievably excited. Because I was.
Barrera, though. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh no, I was just the kind of person like Samara Weaving is one of my favorite current working actresses. She was supposed to be in the first Scream. She was essentially going to be Melissa Barrera's role.
Because she was in Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so good.
She's great. When I found out she wasn't in it, I wept. When I found out Nev Campbell wasn't in the seventh one, I wept. Or in the sixth one, I wept. So Nev Campbell coming back is very important to me.
Hell yeah. They should bring back Samara Weaving.
She's done. No spoilers, but she's done.
She's done?
She's done. She won't. She can't be in Scream 7.
Oh, I see. Well, fun. Dang, R.I.P. Melissa Barrera.
Indeed. Now she's in that stupid fucking movie Abigail. Have you seen that?
No, what's that?
It doesn't fucking matter. It's a bad. It looks awful. It looks like fucking dog shit.
Damn, that's so sad.
Dan Stevens is in it. It's very sad.
I like Dan Stevens.
He's great.
Fuck.
He's not the reason it looks like shit.
Have you seen The Guest?
Yeah, he's great in that.
That movie's so good.
He's great in that.
Melissa Barrera's sexy.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why I'm so toned down this episode. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's like she's one of those actors that like if they come up in conversation, I have to like.
She's gorgeous.
It's like crazy.
Yeah, otherworldly for sure.
Yeah, like in The Heights, it's like nobody else is attractive. It's like crazy.
It's you've got Stephanie Beatriz and Daphne Rubin Vega, who I think is still hot.
Dude, they're all everybody is attractive, but when Melissa Barrera is there, it's like
she's all I can think about.
Yeah,
I don't even give a shit about Anthony Ramos. Like the only reason I'm rooting for Anthony Ramos is because he is my projection character.
Yes, exactly.
I go,
right,
oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
I could also date my childhood crush who's smoking hot.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, she's out of control.
Yeah.
I never saw Carmen.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I wanted to see it so bad.
Yeah, it like kind of disappeared.
It came and went, my friend.
Doesn't have that good of ratings.
That must be the reason that it didn't come around, because I don't understand how a Melissa Barrera, Paul Mescal movie wouldn't blow up box offices.
Yeah. Listeners, did you just hear that? There's a movie out there with
Yeah.
Paul Mescal and fucking
It's
Melissa Barrera.
a musical. It's
They dance
Carmen,
their hearts out.
and they dance their hearts out.
And you get to see Paul fucking bare knuckle box. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I didn't know that. Hell yeah.
Looks fucking crazy.
Sexiest man doing the sexiest activity a man can do.
He's unbelievable.
He's also remarkably attractive.
And just like so good.
Okay, well, Melissa Barrera is also good.
She
I
is-
feel like
she
we
is
didn't
good.
say anything about her talent.
She's
I was going to strictly objectify Paul Mescal, and then you were like, he's good. Melissa Barrera is also, I mean, I love her to death.
Yeah.
She's really fun.
I don't compare myself to Melissa. I just objectify her because I'm a piece of shit. And then Paul, I objectify and I compare myself because
Oh, I see. You're a man.
yeah, I am. But yeah, he's just he's one of those when I watch him act, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, should I be doing this?
He kind of makes me believe that it takes a little bit of like natural effort. To
Yes,
be a good actor.
agreed. Yeah, it's like there's something just like there's got to be like a seed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's spectacular.
Yeah.
God, I hope Gladiator 2 doesn't suck.
I mean, me too. But Puddin's not looking so good.
Putin?
Puddin? The proof is in the pudding. I was saying the
Oh,
pudding.
the pudding.
The
is
pudding,
it?
yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I just mean like Napoleon,
Oh,
House of Gucci, whatever the fuck else.
I've heard
The Counselor.
I've heard mixed things about Napoleon. Napoleon.
I'm
I'm curious.
I haven't seen it. I heard good things from people who would like anything Ridley Scott did.
Sure.
I heard good things from people who really liked Ferrari, which
Boy.
I'm very much about not fully judging a movie until I've seen it. That's like my whole life's philosophy.
Except Abigail.
Here's the thing about this is that I don't want Hollywood to blacklist Melissa Barrera. So I'm gonna have to see Abigail like 6 times.
Right.
I've got to very prominently contribute to the box office numbers of this movie.
That's so funny.
I have to manipulate the market. Yeah. Fucking stupid. And Catherine Newton's in it, who I also really enjoy.
Who the hell is that?
Wow, Ari, watch a movie made this century. Catherine
Newton,
actress. It seems like she's going to be like a budding scream queen.
Oh wow. Okay.
She was in Blockers, which kind of catapulted her career.
Oh, okay.
She's in the new Lisa Frankenstein, which I loved.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things.
Lisa Frankenstein is really great. Directed by Robin Williams' daughter.
Princess of Wales, Catherine, apparently. Sorry.
She's not. That's not. Well, oh my God, did you hear about Catherine, the Princess of Wales?
No. Why?
Kate Middleton went into surgery on January 17th, and she has not been seen in the public eye since. There's a big conspiracy that she's dead.
Kate Middleton is the Princess of Wales? She's Catherine, Princess of Wales?
Yeah.
That's the same person?
Yeah, Kate is short for Catherine.
Catherine spelled with a C.
Oh. I think her name is also Catherine. But she's married to Prince William. She's the Princess of Wales. This isn't me being crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Kate,
I don't know anything.
Her name is Catherine Middleton.
Oh my God, is she dead?
Oh
no. 15 hours ago, Kate Middleton seen leaving Windsor for private apartment.
Let me see. Where's the picture?
After photo apology.
I want to see this picture.
It's in People magazine. The Princess of Wales was photographed in a car with her husband. It might be a body double. There.
Oh my God. That's the picture we're supposed to be going off of?
Yeah, she's in there.
Oh
You
my
can see
God.
the back of her head.
You can't tell her silhouette in this really fucked up photo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here's the thing. If I was in the royal family and somebody thought that my family member was dead because they haven't been seen for 2 months, I'd post like a picture of them being alive and well, bright light in their face,
Yeah.
full features,
Well, maybe she doesn't want to be seen.
holding like a Reddit.
Maybe she has like leprosy or something. Maybe her eyes are falling out.
I mean, listen,
This episode is insane. What the fuck were we talking about? Catherine
Newton.
Newton?
It's K. I see how that happened. Kathryn. Newton. Yeah, she's wonderful.
Catherine Newport Middle School. Catherine Newton, here you go. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Catherine Newton. Fuck yeah.
She's great.
Abigail.
Talented actress. Don't watch Abigail. Well, go watch Abigail
So
because
that Melissa Barrera can settle.
yeah, so she can still act. She's a good actress. A lot of people don't think so, but I do.
I think she's good.
Yeah,
Wasn't she in that show Vita?
great show.
I've never seen that.
It's good.
But I've heard, yeah.
It's a novella, so I mean, you
hell
get what you get. Yeah.
But yeah, right on, everybody. We did it. Kate Middleton. Hope you're doing okay. Actually, I don't give a fucking shit. You can live your life. I'm sure you're very nice. I hope you're not racist.
I agree.
Well, everybody, this was our first ever. We went off format.
Yeah,
We
went on format last week too.
and we also went off format last year because we love movies.
Can't stop loving movies.
And yeah, today we discussed our top 5 first time views of 2023 that were not released in 2023.
We did exactly that.
And yeah, we're not really like pitting them against each other. But it seems appropriate that we should like do something to commemorate this. And I was thinking,
Oh, nice. You have an idea.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about this. Like,
Yeah.
this is the ticket top 250. We're gonna like slowly
Yeah.
build this list.
Yeah.
We're not gonna launch into 250 because we're tired.
Yeah, I can't think of another 249 movies right now.
yeah.
Well, I guess I got 245. I got my list of 5 right here.
Yeah, right. But I think we can start the contribution today.
Okay.
And frankly, I think our number ones are fucking doozies.
Me too. Absolutely. Even if it was a top 2, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very glad because when we were talking about this, I was like, what if we haven't seen
Our
each other's
number
movies?
ones, yeah.
And then bam. Not only have we seen them, but we both really like them.
And we watch them together.
And we watch them together.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
That's just the way we roll.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, so I think these are our first 2 entries in this is the ticket top 250. A list
Big day.
of expression and discovery. And who knows what else as we continue this journey.
Who knows? There are so many movies we haven't seen yet
Exactly.
that will probably make the list.
Or not.
Most of them will not.
Which is so sad. That's not sad. There can be good movies that don't make the top 250. For instance,
Suddenly, I can't think of any. I'm only thinking of great movies.
I can see Back to the Future not being on there. A good movie. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll. We'll see. We're gonna
We'll
find
see.
out.
I'll give it another shot. I don't know if not that we get to vote on it or anything, but I don't know if I'd be like, oh, Back to the Future, top 250.
Yeah, me neither.
So there we go. Good movie. That's not going to make the list.
Yeah.
That probably won't make the list.
Doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to. Hey, Robert Zemeckis doesn't need us. He's out there making that Disney money.
He's out there making that Disney money.
I can't believe he made Back to the Future and Pinocchio. And Welcome to Marwin.
I can't believe he made Contact. Apparently.
He was on his fucking juice making Contact. If you ever doubted, like, I can't imagine being someone like, let's say you died in 2000, right? And like missed Robert Zemeckis being a bad filmmaker. I can't imagine being like, this guy, he's not that great. Watch fucking Contact. And then miss out on Welcome to Marwin and Pinocchio. And you know what? I'll say it. Even the fucking Polar Express. People keep talking about Polar Express. Dude, no.
That was weird, man.
No.
I don't like that movie.
Even beside the weird CGI.
Well, not even that. It's like I've never been able to finish it. I just don't like the way it makes me feel.
I don't get it. Where are they going?
Yeah, what are they doing?
I gotta watch it again because I obviously don't remember any of it. But the point is, I don't give a shit about the Polar Express.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not a Christmas classic. Y'all need to shut up. It might be a Christmas classic picture book for your child.
The fact of the matter is that nobody watches the fucking Polar Express on Christmas. They watched that one Christmas and nobody does it anymore.
Yeah, you might watch it in the month of December on TBS or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's on TV, yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, I don't remember this.
And then you leave it on.
Yeah.
But
And then you walk
like,
away.
Nobody's like, where's it streaming?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's looking for the DVD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's-
Who has a DVD of it?
My family.
Oh, really?
We have a shit ton of DVDs. It's weird.
That makes sense. I mean,
It's fun.
It happens.
It is fun. Like I go in there and it's like, wow, I haven't seen this in ages.
Well, yeah. I remember when you had to buy the DVD if you wanted to watch it again.
Dude, speaking of the holiday,
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz, her house has like a shit ton of DVDs, and it's like, and Kate Winslet's like, oh my god, that's not a thing anymore.
It's not a thing anymore. You go, oh my God, look at what's all on your Vudu.
Which everybody had to download to watch the Oscars. Which is so funny because I canceled my shit immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So sorry, Vudu.
Actually, I'm not sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Nobody gives a shit.
Anywho, what a wild ride this has been.
We went all over the
We
place.
went all over the place.
We had our passports this episode.
I think this episode warrants if you made it this far and you email us or DM us first. We'll Venmo you $1.
First.
Yeah. Because who knows? This episode could blow up. I can't afford it.
Melissa Barrera is like, oh my God, these guys said that I was so hot
Where's
and
my
talented.
dollar?
Where's my... If Melissa Barrera DMs us first... I'd lose my mind.
Yeah, I'd be done.
You can't give me that. Like once I'm so bad at like once you open up the DMs for like a celebrity, all bets are fucking off. Like
Like if she DM'd you,
yeah,
you would
and
be
then
like, where are you?
no. Like where are you? I just want to hang out. No, I just mean like. Then I'll just start texting you like you're my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Where are you?
yeah.
I thought you meant where are you? Like where are you, Melissa Barrera?
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm not a creep.
Oh, it's fucking funny. Yeah, it's dangerous. Don't respond to DMs. Even
From
if they're
anybody.
from your mom.
Even if they're from your mom.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if they're from my mom.
Don't talk to my mom on Instagram.
On Instagram, you fucking weirdo.
She's my mom.
My mom. You can text her like a normal person or send her an email.
DM my mom.
Don't
You
DM
pervert.
her.
Stay away from her.
There's something about DM that just sounds dirty. You know,
Yeah.
dick massage.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
And that's a real one.
Yeah. That
Dungeon
does
Master is
sound-
sexy.
Yeah, it does sound dirty.
Hell yeah.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons.
We should play. It's a lot of fun. I mean, the two of us wouldn't be able to play. We need more people, but it's fun. It's just pretend. Actors love it.
Pretend.
It's just pretend.
Holy shit. We've been at this for 2.5 hours.
Great. Classic.
Everybody, I didn't intro the show,
Oh, neither did I, obviously.
but yeah,
An
thanks for
outro.
being here. My name's Ari Wojciech,
My name's Casey Young.
and this is
The Tickets. The Tickets.
Oh,
This was the
yeah,
awards
nice.
show.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Tickets.
This is the tickets of 2024. It's not coming back.
The first annual Tickets.
The inaugural tickets, not the tickies.
Right, not the ticket. Well, yeah,
tickets.
I understand. That was stupid. Tickets
No,
is
no,
better.
it's stupid. It's just- I just don't like it.
No,
Holy shit.
thanks for listening, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.